Hey everyone, this is Faiz and welcome to my channel. Apple has officially dropped Beta 6 of iPadOS 26 just a week after the release of Beta 5. And it looks like we're going to be getting weekly beta updates to iPadOS 26. And as always, I'll keep you posted right away with all the new features and changes that these betas will come with. In last week's Beta 5, we got an all-new bouncy animation on the lock screen for when you're asked to log in with a passcode. And when you hold on to your home screen to enable customization, the minus icons around the app when in jiggle mode have more of a liquid glass effect instead of the more opaque iOS 18 look. You also got all new splash screens for various built-in applications, letting you know the all new features that come with those applications with iPadOS 26. In the share sheet, you got an all new airdrop icon that is more vibrant and looks very nice in my opinion. Alright, so now with that Beta 5 recap, let's jump straight into Beta 6. When you update your iPad to Beta 6, you are greeted with an all-new walkthrough video explaining iPadOS 26 and all the new features you get with it, the liquid glass design, and other functionalities you receive with this update. And if you're watching this video, you're probably a tech enthusiast like me, and you already know what iPadOS 26 is, all the great features that are coming with it. But believe it or not, there are still a lot of people out there who don't know the new functionalities or the features in general with iPadOS 26. So I'm glad that Apple is providing with this walkthrough video because it'll inform them right when they update of all the new features they're going to get and how to activate them. Another thing that I instantly noticed with iPadOS 26 is how Apple is continuing to refine the look of its liquid glass design. For an example, the clock on the iPad's lock screen now has more of a pronounced liquid glass look. So whether your wallpaper uses the new stretched glass design or a classic look, Beta 6 makes the clock more transparent than ever before. As you can see, the new design can make the clock appear very different based on the color and brightness of the wallpaper underneath. Another visual change involves tab bars in applications. Now, many users complained in previous betas regarding tap legibility issues when scrolling over select design-heavy content. In Beta 6, however, Apple has implemented tweaks that ensured that the text remains clear and legible no matter what lies underneath the tab bar. Lastly, regarding the visual design, Beta 6 also gives different UI elements more chromatic liquid glass effects. For an example, the default toggle switches that you'll see in settings has more of a pronounced look and feel with a bouncier animation. So as you can tell, Apple clearly is going all in with the liquid glass design before iPadOS 26 ships, and these latest improvements help the new look feel more polished and refined than ever before. Now, before we go over additional changes in Beta 6, let me go over an accessory that I've been using a lot over the past few weeks to keep the display of my iPad always looking nice and clean, and it's the Paperlike cleaning kit that literally goes with me everywhere. Compact and travel ready, the all-in-one design includes a spray bottle, microfiber wrap, and hard shell case. So no bulky extras or messy clots. Simply apply the solution and use the microfiber exterior to swipe and clean with a residue-free finish. Your screen will literally look brand new within seconds. And if you've been watching my videos for a while, then you probably know how big I am on productivity. So don't miss this free ebook from Paperlike called 10 Ways to Study. It's a great digital learning guide packed with science-backed methods like space practice and active recall, plus a quiz to find out what works best for you. So if you're serious about learning and note-taking on the iPad, Paperlike has you covered. And everything that I just mentioned, including the Paperlike cleaning kit or the ebook, it's all in the description below. Be sure to check Paperlike out. Now back to Beta 6. The next new change is within the sound settings. And one of the earlier betas, Apple gave us one new ringtone. But now if you go to sounds and click reflections, you'll notice there are a bunch of new ones. You'll get the default one, the buoyant one, Dreamer, Pond, Pop, Reflected, and Surge. Let me give you a demo of each one. Also, you could tell that they're all very similar. They're just different variations of the default one. But hey, new ringtones are always a welcome addition. Another new thing that I noticed was an all-new animation. So when you open an app, it's as if it slides out from the dock. And this is all relative to where the app is on your dock. For an example, if I open up an app from the left side, it sort of slides out from the left, and when I open from the right, it slides out from the right. It's a subtle animation, but I like the attention to detail for sure. Another new change that I noticed was within the Messages app. When you open up Beta 6 and click on this toolbar, you won't see unknown senders from the dropdown. Now, unknown senders was something announced with iOS and iPadOS 26 where it'll store messages from the main list of texts that it thinks is not necessarily spam, but just unknown to the user. So to enable this, you now have to go to Settings, then Messages, and you'll see the Unknown Senders section, and you just enable Screen Unknown Senders to hide notifications and move these messages to its own list. Lastly, and perhaps the most important thing that I noticed is regarding how much faster and more fluid everything feels with this beta. Apps open way quicker, the animation seems smoother, and everything feels faster than ever before. So with Beta 6, there aren't a lot of new changes, and that was kind of expected. We are, after all, on the 6th beta, right? However, everything feels a lot more refined and polished now. Liquid Glass feels like it's now implemented better with the lock screen, and things are a lot more legible, while still having the beautiful Liquid Glass elements that we've all grown to love now. Because if you remember Beta 3, Apple kind of went back on those elements, and it felt more like frosted glass and liquid glass. But now it's nice to see that Apple is embracing liquid glass, yet also making small adjustments to make sure that it's legible as well. And I'm also glad that Apple is providing a walkthrough, because tons of people, like I said, still don't know all the great new features coming to the iPad with iPadOS 26, like the new multitasking, menu bar, background tasks management, and more. So the walkthrough video will definitely be beneficial. What will be even more beneficial is if the users just watch my videos, but hopefully they find me soon on YouTube. But at the end of the day, I want to know your thoughts. Have you upgraded to Beta 6? And if so, how are you liking it? Let me know in the comment section below. And also, if you've noticed anything with Beta 6 that I haven't mentioned in this video, also comment below, let me know, and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I'll see you next time.